As Commissioner, Vice Chairperson, and Executive Officer of the National Police Commission, I want to be very clear. NAPOLCOM is a strong, independent oversight body of the Philippine National Police, mandated to ensure that police authority is exercised lawfully, responsibly, and with full respect for human rights. In the Commission's recent NBAC decisions arising from the missing Sabongeros cases, we demonstrated that no rank or position places anyone beyond accountability. Where substantial evidence showed abuse of authority, obstruction of justice, and conduct unbecoming of a police officer, the NAPOLCOM imposed the maximum administrative penalties allowed by law. This is how oversight must work: firm, impartial, and guided solely by the rule of law. These cases also underscore a critical reality. Accountability is possible because individuals choose to come forward. The cooperation of complainants and witnesses who reported police anomalies, often at great personal risk, was indispensable in uncovering misconduct and preserving evidence. Their courage reminds us that speaking out against wrongdoing is not an act of defiance, but an act of responsibility to the nation. NAPOLCOM assures the public that complaints are handled with due process, confidentiality, and independence. We exist to provide a credible forum where allegations of police misconduct are investigated thoroughly and decided fairly. We therefore encourage the public, police officers, and all stakeholders to continue reporting abuses and irregularities. Strong oversight, combined with the courage of citizens to speak up, is essential to building a professional, disciplined, and trustworthy police service. Public office is a public trust. NAPOLCOM remains steadfast in ensuring that the PNP truly serves the people with integrity, accountability, and respect for the rule of law. That being said, muli magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Siguro babasahin ko na lang muna po yung dispositive portions ng dalawang kaso na hawak po natin ngayon. Nabasahin ko po yung dispositive portions ng dalawa. Yung una po ay yung kaso ng SD case numbers 2025-004 to 2025-004 to 0010 for grave misconduct, 6 counts po, and conduct unbecoming of a police officer. Mahaba po, babasahin ko lang po ng konti, pagtsagaan nyo na. Julie A. Patidongan, Charlene Ricafort Lasco, Mary Joy Medina Lopez, Ryan Bonda Bautista, Fe Aniscol Depano, Rosemary Robles Quijano, Ederlyn Malacca Bernardo, Francisca Delumna Ramos, Mary Jane Capistrano, Maricel Esplanada Ramos, Maria Teresa Liporada Hapag, Marilyn Gonzalez Hermar, Eloisa Abillar Bohol, Armilin Alcadeza Almasar, Gerald Dequilio Legaspi, Perla Calyao Tahup, Maria Concepcion Melgar Bautista, LG Ignacio Bescante, Carmelita Basas Teposo, as represented by the Inspection, Monitoring, and Investigation Service, or the IMIS, National Police Commission, as complainants, versus Police Lieutenant Colonel Ryan J. Eliab Orapa, Police Major Mark Philip Simborio Almedilla, Police Executive Master Sergeant Aaron Ezra Lagahit Cabillan, Police Chief Master Sergeant Arturo Opalia de la Cruz Jr., Police Senior Master Sergeant Joey Natanawan Encarnacion, Police Senior Master Sergeant Mark Anthony Aguilo Manrique. Police Senior Master Sergeant Anderson Orozco Abari. Police Staff Sergeant Alfredo Uy Andes. Police Staff Sergeant Edmond Hernandez Munoz. Police Corporal Angel Joseph Ferro Martin. And Police Staff Sergeant Renan Lagrosa Fulgencio as respondents. I'll just read the dispositive portion. Wherefore, foregoing premises considered, the Commission finds respondents Lieutenant Colonel Ryan J. Eliab Orapa, Police Major Mark Philip Simborio Almedilla, Police Executive Master Sergeant Aaron Ezra Lagahit Cabillan, Police Chief Master Sergeant Arturo Opalia de la Cruz Jr., Police Senior Master Sergeant Joey Natanawan Encarnacion, Police Senior Master Sergeant Mark Anthony Aguilo Manrique, Police Senior Master Sergeant Anderson Orozco Abari, Police Staff Sergeant Alfredo Uy Andes, Police Staff Sergeant Edmond Hernandez Munoz, Police Corporal Angel Joseph Ferro Martin, and Police Staff Sergeant Renan Lagrosa Fulgencio, culpable for 6 counts of grave misconduct and 1 count of conduct unbecoming of a police officer, and are meted with a maximum penalty of dismissal from the police service in view of the gravity of their offenses and the existence of aggravating circumstances extant from the records, the accessory penalties of forfeiture of retirement benefits, cancellation of eligibility, and perpetual disqualification from holding any government positions are likewise imposed. So ordered, the whole National Police Commission. That is for the first case. Ito po yun. I will also be reading the dispositive portion of the second case, which is SD case number CO-2025-0012 for grave misconduct and conduct unbecoming of a police officer. Ella Kim T. Patidongan, as represented by the Inspection, Monitoring, and Investigation Service, or the IMIS, National Police Commission, complainant, versus Police Brigadier General Romeo J. Macapas, respondent. Dispositive portion. Wherefore, foregoing premises considered, and pursuant to the summary dismissal powers of the National Police Commission, it is hereby recommended that respondent Police Brigadier General Romeo J. Macapas be found culpable for grave misconduct and conduct unbecoming of a police officer. The Commission therefore recommends that respondent Police Brigadier General Romeo J. Macapas be meted with the penalty of dismissal from the police service, along with the accessory penalties of cancellation of eligibility, forfeiture of retirement benefits, and disqualification for employment in the government service. So recommended. Quezon City, Philippines. Signed, the whole National Police Commission. Meron po ba tayo mga katanungan?
Thank you, sir. So we will now open the floor for questions.
Which reminds me, joining us today is our Director of the Legal Affairs Service, Director Maylene Aguiluz Caluya.
So may we call on to start off from DZBB, Mr. Glenn Huego.
Hi, sir. Glenn. Oo. Ano ho yun? Pwedeng pakikwento lang muna, at least para may background kami. Yung naging papel, lalo na po si Brigadier General Romeo Macapas from CIDG before. Ano ho yung naging papel niya, kung bakit nagrekomenda ho kayo para masibak na po siya sa serbisyo?
Sa mahabat maikli po, ang isinampa po kay General Macapas at ang amin pong nakita at amin po siyang pinatawan ng ang amin pong nire-recommend ang penalty ng dismissal ay dahil he unlawfully seized and retained the cell phones of Ella Kim and Jose Patidongan during the Cambodia rescue mission without legal basis. he altered and deleted messages from the confiscated cell phones and concealed or caused the loss of SD cards, thereby impairing the availability of crucial evidence related to the missing Sabongeros cases. Yung konteksto nito, kailangan sunduin yung mga magkapatid na patidongan dahil meron sila mga mahalagang mga impormasyon na alam at merong sila ay vital witnesses dun sa kaso ng missing Sabongeros case. At authorized si General Macapas to lead a rescue and repatriation mission in Cambodia. Pero lo and behold, pagdating dito, arrested yung dalawang patidongan brothers at yung mga cellphone nila ay kinuha at nawala ang ilang mga importanteng ebidensya. And because of that, that is obstruction of justice under PD 1829, qualifying as grave misconduct. So, yung rescue mission as a pretext for arresting witnesses, kinompromise niya yung mga ebidensya, and that is serious abuse of authority. Yung kanyang acts seriously dishonored the police service, amounting to conduct unbecoming of a police officer. Yun po yun.
Sir, follow-up lang para sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan. Bakit pagdating kay Brigadier General Macapas, recommendation only? Bakit dun sa iba, Lieutenant Colonel Major down to Sergeant, ay outright yung dismissal, sir?
Kapag ang rango po police colonel pataas, kailangan po natin ng presidential clearance. So the NAPOLCOM released a resolution for ordering the dismissal of Lieutenant Colonel Orapa et al. And it issued a resolution recommending to the Office of the President the dismissal of Police Brigadier General Romeo J. Macapas. Bago pala magpatuloy, gusto ko munang magpaliwanag sa publiko. Kasi noon, sinasabi natin na 60 days. Mula sa filing of the complaint hanggang sa paglabas ng desisyon, kami ay handa at kaya naming ilabas ang desisyon within 60 days. Sa katotohanan niyan, ready nga ho kami. At sinabi na rin ho natin yun na although bahagya noon na handa na ho kami sa desisyon. Ngunit, humingi po kami ng pag-unawa ng taong bayan kasi wala pa po yung mga warrant. Wala pa po yung mga warrant of arrest. Noong pong nakaraan, ang naglabas po ng warrant of arrest, yung pong RTC sa Santa Cruz, Laguna, a few days ago. Pero hindi po lahat ng mga respondent na police kasama po sa warrant of arrest na inisyu po ng Santa Cruz, Laguna. Ngayon po, nakita na po tayo ng isa pang warrant of arrest galing po sa Lipa City, Batangas, kung saan lahat na po ng respondent sa kaso po namin dito sa NAPOLCOM, sakop na po ng mga warrants of arrest. Sa Tagalog po, kaysa naman po i-dismiss namin ng maaga at hindi natin makita kung saan isa-serve yung warrant, minarapat na lang po namin muna na hawakan yung aming desisyon para masigurado po na masaserve po yung mga warrants of arrest dito po sa mga respondent na ito. So, inisip po natin yung hustisya para sa taong bayan. Ano po ba ang mas tama? Na ilabas na po namin yung desisyon within 60 days dahil sinabi namin na 60 days o magantay muna kami ng konti para tuluyang makita ng taong bayan na may hustisya sa Pilipinas. Na ang gobyerno ay nagtatrabaho ng sabay-sabay, nagpapakahirap at nagtutulungan para magkaroon ng hustisya ang taong bayan. Yun po ang pinili ng National Police Commission na magantay muna ng konti. Kung nainip po kayo, pasensya po, pero lumabas na po yung mga warrant galing po sa mga korte. Ito po yung mga warrant na ito. At kaya ngayon lang ho namin nilabas yung aming desisyon. Sana po ay maintindihan ninyo.
All right. May we now call on Ms. Liza Aquino from ABS-CBN.
Visay, yung timeline lang po dito kasi nirekomenda na NAPOLCOM today. Usually po, sir, gaano katagal bago po malalaman ko ano po ang magiging aksyon ng palasyo dito sa recommendation ninyo?
I cannot answer for the Office of the President, but we will transmit this immediately. So it is up for the Office of the President.
Follow up lang, sir, doon sa naging offenses ni General Macapas, sir. So, obstruction of justice, it falls under unlawfully seizing the phones, di ba, sir?
Yes.
Yung arresting both of them, sir, under the guise of a rescue mission. So, does that fall under obstruction of justice as well, or is it illegal detention, sir?
Kasama din po yun. So, conduct and becoming of a police officer po rin po yun. Yung pong totality po ng kanyang ginawa, yung pong pagkuha ng mga cellphone, yung pag-aresto sa mga vital witnesses, meron pong obstruction of justice doon eh. Eh, yun po yung mga witness eh. Bakit natin pipigilan, bakit natin nahawakan ng mga cellphone na may mga lamang ebidensya, bakit natin tatanggalin ng mga ebidensya? So, yun po ang sinilip ng NAPOLCOM, kaya po ipinataw ang grave misconduct at conduct and becoming of a police officer.
Thank you po, Visay.
Thank you. Now may we call on Mr. J.M. Pineda from PRTV?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, tanong ko lang kung nakausap niyo na po si General Macapas regarding this or totally wala pang communication ng NAPOLCOM sa kanila?
Hindi po ko po personal na kinakausap si General Macapas. Why will we speak with him? No.
Yan lang, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Are there any more questions? So if,
But General Macapas has maybe, of course, he has answered the complaint in our office. So nagsumagot siya. So that yun pong interface ng NAPOLCOM sa kanya. But if you're asking kung kinausap po namin siyang personal, hindi pa.
Ms. Liza Aquino again from ABS-CBN, please.
Sir, sorry, tatawid lang po ako ng ibang issue. We'd like to get your official statement or reaction doon po sa inalabas na statement ng isang pulis na involved doon sa mamahaling sapatos, sir. Sorry, sir. Allegedly, ang sabi po niya ay fake daw po yun at hindi daw po talaga luxury item. Ito pong sapatos na ito. Ano pong reaction ng NAPOLCOM doon, sir? Will this affect your investigation doon po sa issue?
Hindi tayo pinanak kahapon. Yun na lang yan. Let's go back to the topic.
Thank you, sir.
All right, may we call on Ms. Mardine Padiernos from DZMM?
Sir, list din ako ng Verilet pero about missing sa Bongero pa rin. Sir, yung sabi kasi ng SALG Remulla kahapon, merong mga 4 na retired general na iniimbestigahan na posible pong tumutulong kay Mr. Atong Ang. At sabi na po ni sa ADG Director Morico, merong ibang pulis na posibleng tumulong po na active sa service para makapagtugo itong si Atong Ang. May ginagawa pang investigasyon ng NAPOLCOM about dito. At the same time, ano ho ba yung pwedeng maging parusang ibigay ng NAPOLCOM para po doon sa mga active personnel ng PNP na tumutulong po kay Atong Ang, sir?
We are coordinating with the CIDG. The SILG very eloquently said it. So hindi ko na kailangan dagdagan pa yon. So kausap po natin din ng CIDG. And the CIDG is on top of it. Of course, we are doing our own investigation on the side, but the CIDG is on top of it. So, kaya po medyo komplikado tong issue ho na ito dahil napakarami pong moving pieces, including that.
Sir, naalala ko nung mga una-unang panahon na pumutok itong issue sa mga missing sa Bongero, nabanggit po ninyo na may ilang active generals kayo na iniimbestigahan dahil sa pagkakadawit. Kamusta na po? Ano pong update po doon, sir?
Hindi pa rin ho kami tapos. So, we are still ongoing. The investigation on those generals are still ongoing.
Mga ilan yun, sir? May number na ba kayo?
Confidential.
Okay. Thank you po.
Thank you. Now may we call on Mr. Kim Sora from GMA7?
Hi sir, good afternoon po. Sir, pwede yung pa-ulit lang po yung mga list ng name ng mga kakasuhan po natin.
Muna, tapos na yung kaso.
Opo.
Hindi natin kakasuhan. Desisyon na ho ito.
Ay, decision na po.
Oo.
Pwede po sir, pabasa na lang po ulit sir. Thank you po.
O nga, no, kasi late kayo eh. Pagbigyan ba natin yung Channel 7? Lieutenant Colonel Ryan J. Eliab Orapa, Police Major Mark Philip Simborio Almedilla, Police Executive Master Sergeant Aaron Ezra Lagahit Cabillan, Police Chief Master Sergeant Arturo Opalia de la Cruz Jr., Police Senior Master Sergeant Joey Natanawan Encarnacion, Police Senior Master Sergeant Mark Anthony Aguilo Manrique, Police Senior Master Sergeant Anderson Orozco Abari, Police Staff Sergeant Alfredo Uy Andes, Police Staff Sergeant Edmond Hernandez Munoz, Police Corporal Angel Joseph Ferro Martin, and Police Staff Sergeant Renan Lagrosa Fulgencio. And in the other case, Police Brigadier General Romeo J. Macapas.
Thank you, sir. Are there any further questions?
Siguro, gusto ko lang ibigay siguro yung mic sa ating Legal Affairs Service saglit. Baka meron siyang komento. Director Maylin. Siguro anong pananaw mo after natapos na itong kasong ito, dahil ito ang Legal Affairs Service po ang siyang duminig ng kasong ito bago po in-elevate sa National Police Commission and Bank. Any comment, Director Mike?
Well, for the National Police Commission, particularly in the Legal Affairs Service and all the summary hearing officers of the National Police Commission po, siguro yun pong aming masasabi lang is that nagkaroon po ng due process ang pagdinig sa dalawang kaso na ito. Binigyan po ng pagkakataon ang mga respondents dito po sa kaso na ito na magpasa o magsabi ng kanilang magbigay ng kanilang ebidensya at sagot doon sa mga allegations against them. And at the same time, ito po ay dineliberate hindi lamang ng isang commissioner kundi lahat po ng mga commissioners ng National Police Commission. At ang bawat allegations po ay hinimay, ang bawat ebidensya po ay kinonsider for both parties, the prosecution and the respondents. At pagkatapos po nito, ang requirement lang naman ng batas ay substantial evidence for administrative cases. At pagkatapos ng deliberation, ito po ang nangyaring desisyon at napagkasundo ang desisyon ng komisyon. Both cases po ang naging decision ng National Police Commission is to impose the penalty of dismissal from the service, including all the accessory penalties for all respondents in this particular case. And to highlight also na importante ang naging role po ng mga complainants at ng kanilang witnesses para po mabigyan ng hustisya ang mga biktima dito po sa kaso na ito. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director Kaluya. So since there are no further questions,
May ano bang tanong? Pwede bang isang personal na bagay lang? May pinangakuan kasi akong bata. Gusto ko lang ipakita yung likod ng cellphone ko sa pamangkin ko. Dinikitan niyo to ng Hello Kitty nung Pasko. Sabi ko, hindi ko tatanggalin. Gusto ko ipakita ito habang ina-announce yung Sabongero case. Kasi para sa susunod na henerasyon ang aming desisyon. So kung nanonood yung pamangkin ko, no, si Hello Kitty. Any other questions?
there are no further questions. All right, sir. So since there are no further questions, we would now like to invite our NAPOLCOM Chief, Commissioner Kalinisan, for his closing statement. Sir.
Well, it is what it is. Trabaho po ng National Police Commission na maging pulis ng pulis. These are tough decisions, but we have to announce them para po sa hustisya ng taong bayan. Matagal na pong inantay ng taong bayan ito. At happy po kami na kaparte po kami na pagbibigay ng hustisya sa taong bayan. Huwag po kayong matakot para dun ho sa mga biktima ng kahit anong pang-aabuso. Andito po ang National Police Commission. Pero siguro po, ang pinaka-importante ho dito magtiwala po tayo sa ating kapulisan. Yun po ang number one. We fully trust them. The National Police Commission trusts our policemen. However, sa panahon po ng kanilang pang-aabuso, mga insidente ng pang-aabuso, meron po kayong malalapitan. Ito po ang NAPOLCOM, ang pulis ng pulis. Maraming salamat po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, sir. So that concludes our today's briefing. Thank you very much.